Hey everyone, a couple of changes that I wanted to make sure everybody was aware of that we are trying to have them roll out at the same time. There is a chance that there will be a little bit of overlap of the old versus the new, but again, we're trying really hard to satisfy all 2026 purchases with just the new. The first thing is the remote. So the remote functionality hasn't changed a ton. It still has the one button in, the one button out, middle button to pause, and then the lighting feature. The lighting is a little bit different on the 2026 models. Again, I wouldn't start talking about that right off the bat because there might be some 2025 inventory moving still, but the 2026 inventory is going to have a frosted finish. So it'll be the same temperature light, but you won't see the individual beads or LED lights anymore. It'll be that nice sort of uniform frosted look. The remote control is a little fatter now because it takes AAA batteries instead of the really hard to find watch battery. So a little bit bigger remote, but a lot more user friendly when it comes to changing the batteries out. This little bottom button here is channeled, so if somebody buys two awnings or something like that, then they can use just one remote. But if it's just a single awning being purchased, that bottom button just wouldn't be used. The other change with the remote control is it now comes with this rubber sleeve that it can go into and stay in, and that makes it waterproof, so if it's left outside, no big deal. I found the rubber sleeve to be pretty bulky, so I took it off when I was fiddling with it in the showroom, but again, if you want to keep it outside, it helps. The other change is going to be in the sales app. Again, something I wouldn't talk about yet until we've had it fully confirmed, but we are ready to go on full integration with Alexa and Google. We're just doing a little beta testing on that for right now. But coming in 2026 for sure, where Alexa and Google will be an advertised ability. Wind sensor has had a pretty big change as well. So the wind sensor is now slotted into that accessory track. The same place that the arm stops go into, the same place that the arms go into, and the front bar brackets. It's no longer tech bolted in or tech screwed in to the metal. It fits right into that track. It's much cleaner. It's also much nicer looking. It's branded now, and just looks a little bit more refined, a little bit higher end. The big functionality change is it's no longer an accelerometer that is triggering the wind sensor. So if you remember the old wind sensor, any vibration or slight bounce would pull the awning back. When in reality, the thing that can hurt a retractable awning are these gusts of wind that causes the awning to billow and have the arms and that front bar raise up. So this is a much smarter, revamped wind sensor that now is not looking for those vibrations from a steady wind. It's looking for that billowing. So on its most sensitive, if it feels that one billow, it will automatically close the awning. There are 3 sensitivity levels on the new wind sensor. So the highest sensitivity is 1 billow and it will close up. And then the second one is 2 billows and then it will close up. And then the third is 3 billows. I wouldn't get super heavy into the weeds about, it detects billows of wind now or gusts of wind. Just simply say, hey, this is a brand new 2026 smart wind sensor. It's now detecting the things that can actually do damage to your wind sensor or to your awning. It's not just detecting vibrations like the cheaper models out there. It's detecting wind gusts, and those wind gusts is what's going to trigger it because that's what we need to protect your awning from. So don't get too into the weeds about it, but definitely a nice upgrade to the 2026 model. Same thing with the batteries, though. It still takes AAA batteries, and that front still slides off. You change the batteries and then you close it up. And it still beeps at you like a smoke detector if you need to replace the batteries. The last thing is just a change in the brochure that I wanted to make sure everybody was aware of. We put on the last page here, we put this little history lesson, and this is Marygrove's very first logo. We used to have a literal covered wagon that we would drive around for advertising. A photo of Mike Fallahy, his first year owning Marygrove. That fella in the black shirt, that is Jim Bailey, who was with Marygrove Awning for 60 years, that retired in 2025. So just a cool little history lesson that might be helpful, especially for markets where we're not as established. So just know that that's a new thing in the back that might be helpful to you. And we revamped this a little bit as well, where it kind of gives you a step-by-step of how we are a turnkey solution. And then just a reminder that this area for your unique customer code, I know it's a small gesture, but man, Marygrove's 4-step process is filled with these small gestures that have a huge impact. We create a customer code every time we make an estimate for a customer. Man, it's such a nice idea to throw in that customer code here and say, hey, whenever you call Marygrove Awning, this is your unique customer code. That $100 deposit has put you in our system. Now you can use this customer code, and anyone at Marygrove will be able to see the entire history you've had with us, what we've done for you, and anything ongoing. So just a cool little gesture that I don't think is being used a ton, that I think could have some pretty cool lasting impact when paired with the customer portal. So if you're not using that, try to integrate that into your system and see if it feels good. Okay, so we have the new history area, a reminder of the customer code. Again, the LED lights in 2026 are going to be that more frosted, nice uniform finish. That is going to be something that I will tell you when it's every single awning. So something to avoid being specific about right now. Wind sensor is totally revamped. It's now detecting gusts, not just slight vibrations. It has 3 sensitivity settings now for that. It also now fits into that track and is just a much cleaner, more polished finish. And then Smart Awning will this year will start advertising and works with Google and Alexa. But again, I will give you updates on that as they come about. Okay, cool. Thank you guys so much.